This is Mohammad Azruddin from Web Trainings Academy. In this today's video, it is a continuation video of our part 2 of Google AdWords. Many of the viewers and many of the YouTube viewers have asked us to create the part 3 and upload it. So for the benefit of the different users who have asked me, I have created a part 3 of how to run a campaign and what we have to do in a campaign. If you remember, if you didn't watch, please go and please watch our part 1 as well as the part 2 video of Google AdWords. After that, I would suggest you to visit this part 3 video, because directly if you open the part 3 video, you cannot understand anything if you are new to Google AdWords. So please watch part 1, part 2, and then you can come to the part 3 video. Now, what is the important part once you run, what is the important aspect once you run a campaign? So imagine that I have got a business. I have shown you how to create a campaign, how to create ad groups, how to create ads, how to take keywords, a lot of different stuff we have learned already. Now, if you run the campaign, what we have to look at, what are the aspects we have to see, what are the different options we have to understand to make sure whether our campaign is running perfectly or our campaign is not running perfectly. Now, this campaign I have run, it's a normal campaign I have run for maybe 1 week or so. I run this campaign just to get some data. So if you see, I'm going to explain you about the various factors which you need to analyze in ad group level. First, you have to see campaign to campaign level, then ad group level, and after ad group level, you have to see in the specific a keyword level also, that which keyword is performing, which is not performing, what changes I have to do, what mistakes I have did, and how do I rectify my mistakes. So here I have a list of some important factors you have to see. We can also call these metrics as key performance metrics, which will define whether our campaign is on a right track or our campaign is not on a right track. So first of all, we have to look at impressions, because you see, one of the important aspects of AdWords is visibility of your ad. Now, when you don't get your impressions, then obviously we know that you will not receive any clicks as well. So first thing you will always look at is impression count is high or is it low. Number 2, what are the clicks you are receiving from your from the given impressions? What is the number of clicks we are getting? Then number 3 is you have to look at the CTR ratio. Is the CTR ratio good or not? What is the CTR rate? Now remember, depending on what type of business you are working, what kind of industry you are in, the CTR can range from 1% to, in some cases it can be 20% also. Now, if you are in a very niche market where you are, or there are only 2 or 3 advertisers, not many more than that, in that case I have seen that the CTR can also reach 20 to 30% also, but it depends on the volume will be very less comparative to general industry. Number 4, very, very important aspect is quality score of the keyword. Now, the quality score is such an essential part, which we will take the concept of quality score in a later video sometime in the future. But I would like to just emphasize the important point that quality score will really make a big difference on your ad cost. It will have a very high impact. So quality score you have to look at, and as per Google gives a quality score of not available, that is the dash not available, to it can give a maximum quality score of 10, which means the higher the quality score, the lower price you have to pay. The best quality score you get, you will pay as low as possible. If you have a lower quality score, you have to pay very high. So we can say quality score is inversely proportional to your price or the CPC. Number 5, how much we are paying on an average per each click. That is very important, because am I getting the ROI? If I spend for a product where I can make a profit of 100 rupees per sale, if I'm spending 100 rupees per click, it doesn't make any sense at all. So I need to see what is the average amount I'm paying and is it valuable for me or not. And then 6, what is your average position? Is your website available on the top 4 positions? Is it available at the bottom 3 positions? Where you are available, that really matters. And then very important fact is search terms. You know what? We will select certain keywords in different match types, right? Example, I have selected homeopathy hospital for this particular business, homeopathy hospitals in double quotes. But you know what? The problem here is sometimes the search terms, what people may search will totally be differing from what you are selecting. So we need to keep an eye on search terms. We are going to explain about the search terms in detail. And then 8 is how many conversions we have got. Again, how to create a conversion in Google AdWords, and that would be again a separate topic to understand in Google AdWords. So these are the metrics I want to show you and explain you. But see, one thing I want to clarify, I do not have a lot of data because this is just a normal campaign I run for getting the data itself. So you will not find a lot of information in this, but I can explain you that how the things will work. So first of all, if you see, when I go to the ad group level, and see, as I said, to get the data, I only created one ad group itself. So if you see, first of all, if you go the ad group level, what we see at ad group level is, if suppose there are 4 or 5 ad groups, so we want to understand which ad group is performing well, which is a better ad group, which is not a better ad group. So we can actually analyze that information with the help of proper ad group to ad group analysis. But we have only one ad group, so we will go into the keyword level analysis and see keyword level analysis. Each of this keyword, like I have added a phrase match, right? Homeopathy treatment. Now I'll only show which are enabled. So then you have, you can see the next keyword we have got homeopathy hospitals and other options as well. So now the point is, what are these keywords, how they are performing, I want to know. So if you see here very clearly, we are having different columns available here. You see, these are all columns. We can customize these columns, right? So our job is to understand all this column information to find out how we are performing in real time. So how do we arrange these columns properly? So you can click on this button here, columns, and click modify columns. Then you get all this information. Now quality score is very important, and by default in your account quality score will not be there. All right, so how do you get the quality score factor is, when you click on attributes, there you will have an option quality score. So click quality score, it will appear here. So drag the quality score on the top because it's one of the very essential factor. And average position is also very important for us to know. So average position, average price, cost. Also, we want to know if conversion tracking is enabled, how many conversions we have got. So you see, quality score, clicks, impressions, CTR, average position, CPC, total cost, and conversions. And if you want, you can save this set also, like KPI metrics. So next time in other ad group, I don't need to select all. I can directly use the options. Now you can see the details. So have a look at the first keyword, homeopathy treatment. So if you see, first I want to know which one has good number of impressions. So click on impressions count, and you see the most popular keyword is homeopathic doctor. You see it has received almost 173 impressions. The next keyword, homeopathy clinic, 162. Like this, I can able to find out all the impressions which are happening for this particular keyword. So that way we can do the impression count. And after that, you can see clicks count. Now, if you can say that the homeopathic doctor is one of the best keyword for us because we have received 20 clicks from that account, from that single keyword, that we can understand. Also, you see, these are very important metrics here. Over here, if you see, these are very crucial metrics. Have a look at the CTR value. You see, we are having some keywords has a very, very good CTR rate. You see that? Right? See, 11%, 10%, 8%. Anyway, data is very less, but still we can say if you continue this campaign for a long term, we can get a very good value as well. All right, so this is how we can able to see the CTR rate. All right, so this is the options we can analyze. And also, some of you may get a doubt. You may ask a question, sir, here you said 10 rupees, then how can your average CPC is 33? It is impossible. Okay, so just to clarify, when first I run the campaign, all this information was set to around 40 rupees or so. Then later I changed it. So once the click will come, that price will be old one only. So this data is later I changed it, but initially I run this campaign when I got all this data at that time, and I run this campaign with the cost of 40 rupees. So that's the reason my average CPC was around 32, 33 and all that. But it's not because I set here 10 and it's charging 33. It's not like that. Later I changed the amount to rupees 10 of max CPC. Next point we want to see is the quality score. Now, as I told you, this would be another video for quality score, what is the importance of quality score. But in short, let's understand quality score as this. You see, it's not enough in Google AdWords. If you pay a lot of money, you don't expect that you will be on the first position. Why? Because getting the rank on Google AdWords on the top position via Google AdWords It's not a matter of paying, who is paying more. It's a matter of whose ad is better, whose keywords are better, whose account is better. And there are 5 quality score factors and how to improve. Hopefully we will check this in another video. But as of now, remember, the better the quality score, you get, the lower cost you have to pay. Why? Because the quality score is inversely proportional to the cost. In later video, we will discuss about the formula of how the quality score will get calculated and affected. We'll discuss about that later. So see here, I have a problem. I have a very big problem that the quality scores of some of my keywords are not at all good. You see, 5 or anything less than 6 is not at all good. All right, 7 plus is good. 7 to 10 is a very good quality score. Anything less than 6 is very, very bad quality score. So you can see that most of my keywords has a very bad quality score. So I want to improve them. But how? We will look at this particular concept in a later video. Then I want to understand what is our average position. So you can be, I would be happy to see one information that we are always getting the top positions. You see 1.5, 1.1 means either we are on first, we are on second, we are on third, which means one good thing I can recognize here is I am getting the best positions possible. I'm not getting 4.5 or 5.5 or something. I'm getting always the top positions. Then on an average, I'm paying 30 rupees, 32 rupees. Okay. See, as the business is concerned, we will think about the ROI. We will think about whether the results will be there or not. Based on that, we can now consider the average CPC is good enough or the average CPC is not good enough. So here for 30 rupees or 19 rupees, it is fine. It's okay, because the cost of our services will be much more higher. So I would expect that average CPC is also okay. And then the last factor is overall cost is multiplied by average CPC into number of clicks, you get overall cost. So that's the overall cost we have spent. And then very important factor is conversion. But unfortunately, for this particular campaign, when I run this campaign, I didn't had a proper thank you page for the website. So because I was running this as a dummy campaign just for getting the data, so I have not integrated a conversion tracking for the project. For that reason, I have not got any conversion. But practically out of 66 people who visited our website in that time when I run the campaign, maybe some of them have converted, but that conversion may not be recorded into this data because I haven't integrated conversion tracking on this particular account. So later in another video, I will explain how to analyze the conversion tracking. Now, a very, very important subject, the very, very important concept of our all the metrics is C. Impressions, clicks, CTR, we know. Now we can say with this data that the best keyword for us, the best superb keyword for us is the keyword number 1. Why? We are getting more number of clicks, and then the next best keyword is what? Homeopathy plus hospital. That is a BMM match type. So we have to know that which is giving us more impressions, which keywords are giving us more clicks. So we need to optimize them better. We are not getting many impressions, we are not getting many clicks as well. So maybe in the future we want to leave those keywords because they are not giving us a proper ROI, right? Proper results, proper data. So that way we have to do analysis, and then we have to make the changes. So very, very important metric I want to clarify here is the search terms. So a lot of people get happy because homeopathic doctor, I have a keyword, I got 20 people, it's very nice. But actually it's very important to see whether the people who came to your website, who searched 173 times, out of that 30 people click, are these people really looking for your exact keyword or they are looking for some other keyword? Let's see. Select this keyword and click on search terms. Now I will get some volume of data which is explaining about what people have searched for. Best homeopathy doctor in KPHP, no problem. Yes, homeopathy doctors Kukatpalli. You see, these are all the different keywords which people have searched. Now you can see one very interesting part here. Someone was searching for some other person. You see here, they were looking for some other people, but still I got the ad, which means that I am getting some customers who are really not looking for my services, right? You see, they are looking for some other people's, and see, this is they are looking for some other services. So here we can understand that by analyzing the traffic search terms, we can able to know whether we are getting the accurate customers or not. So this is the basic way of analyzing our data and to see whether we are getting the proper amount of users or not. And see, because conversion tracking is not enabled, so I cannot really predict which keywords were good, which keywords are not good. But overall, this is a way to analyze. So like every ad group, every day. Now, if your campaign has a lot of clicks and a lot of impressions, it is a very important thing that every day you keep a track of all this information and see how you are performing day on day basis. Then you can make some improvements and make some changes as well. So this is the part 3 of Google AdWords video. I hope everyone have liked it, and please share your views in the comments below. And if you want any other video related to Google AdWords, please let me know so that in future we can create videos for that as well. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to our channel, as well as you can like and share our video. Thank you very much.